All thanks and praises belong to the All Supreme, the one who made heaven and earth. Well, it's wonderful, wonderful morning. And let me use this time to sincerely apologize for coming up late. The traffic congestion is not easy this morning. Yeah. But we're grateful to be counted amongst the living. We pray the seed of this morning to rumble through quickly on the developments we have this morning. Of course, my name is Rufus Divine Cannon. And I love to say to you, thanks so much for joining us. Wherever you are, this is your Info Breakfast Companion, the fountain of beautiful broadcasting for this dispensation and dispensations to come. In today's edition of the Positive Show, we're going to be talking about very important issues. But quickly, we rumble through the flat schedules. They are the Rebels International Airport, the gasoline and fuel oil prices on the Liberian market, the exchange rate. Then we jump into business. We're now going to absorb all of the things, the various segments we have laid out for you, because we have a lot to talk about this morning. Very important issues. We see citizens getting in face fight with officers. What is the root cause? What can be done to curb this menace in our society? Another report is out again. This time around, it has to do with the life taken allegedly, and there's pointing fingers at a man who was once caught in a web of rape. He's down in the web of ritualistic killing. You're going to be listening to all of those things. No other than Jensen Wallace, the purported pastor there in New Georgia, is now again in the news. But not for the good reason, another bad reason after he's been caught in the web of rape. He's down in the web allegedly for ritualistic killings. Families pointing fingers at Jensen Wallace. So we're going to be listening to them as well. And we're going to make our frontal effort to get them live on the air via the telephone this morning. But we'll play you except our package here this morning is going to be juicy. You know, I always say to people, know God for yourself. Yeah, when you know God for yourself, a lot cannot move you, because the Bible told us that we are in the last days. Many will come in my name, performing signs and wonders. But he did tell us in the Bible that we should test the spirit. So there are a lot of people around you under the canopy of being pastors, mother, reverend, bishops, using the religious body, the religious covering to carry on their deeds. But it is you as an individual, you need to build a personal relationship with God, because we are in the end time. So parts of our theme song, followed by a commercial commitment. When we're back, we rumble through all of the various segments. So Peter, I'm here, and let's get to talk the talk as we walk the walk.
My people, I get good news. So enjoy the lowest cash out fees in Liberia with MTN mobile money. Only 2% fee will be charged on any transaction, whether big or small. Cash out today for just small from any of our 25,000 agents across Liberia. No call will grow on your feet for your own money business. MTN Momo makes it easy, fast, and secure just for you. Dial *156# or download the MTN Momo app today to cash out with MTN Momo for just 2% fees. Fast, easy, and secure.
Momo na we say again. They all want your mole cheese.
MTN.
Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49. Cat 4 router and $89 Cat 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial *355# and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Lusa MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
Your attention, please. Please do not smoke in the terminal.
Shake it, wake up.
No, Chua, man. People are going to Dubai to chill. You can't spoil a dream by.
Dubai? What's in carry you there? Payload or passport?
One day, around Iron Boy, claim the world dollars berry and live left back.
You think sleep will carry you Dubai? Lucky for you, I bring good news. Momo Wese WhatsApp 5 is back, and this year is to buy edition. Just dial *156# and do any Momo transaction, send money, buy data, pay bills, and stand a chance to win an all-expense paid trip to Dubai.
4 package?
Yes, so flight, pocket change, jolly, all cover. 12 people going. Every transaction earns you points. More points, more chances.
My Dubai dream is loading Uber. I will get more everything right now.
Dream big with Momo Western Wasa. Dubai edition, baby. Recharge, pay, or send with Momo and stand a chance to win amazing prizes every week. In an all-expense paid trip to Dubai as the grand prize. Dial *156# now to transact and win. But listen, terms and conditions apply. Dubai is Jamaica cameo.
MTN.
After the commercial commitment, we are back this morning. Let's go quickly to the exchange rate from the Central Bank of Liberia. And we say many thanks to the Central Bank of Liberia for the continuous update on the website as it relates to the activities regarding the exchange rate on the Liberian market. So we begin with buying rates. The buying rates of from the Central Bank of Liberia is 181.64, while the selling rate is 183.64. So that's it for the exchange rate on the Liberian market. Over now to the BBC for the weather forecast. 77 degrees Celsius. Of course, it feels 81, but quite frankly, it's going to be a light rain. Precipitation 50%, humidity 87%, and the wind is going to be blowing 5 meters per hour. So that does it for the weather forecast this morning. Let us go quickly to the flat surges there at the Roberts International Airport. Up next is the flat surges. We begin with arrivals there at the Roberts International Airport. Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 10:05 this morning, followed by Air Peace flight P47536 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 4:15 this afternoon. And that will be followed by Askar Airlines. Askar Airlines flight KP20 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Rabbits International Airport at 5:50 this evening. And lastly, for arrivals there at the Rabbits International Airport, we have the Brussels Airlines. Brussels Airlines flight SN245 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Brussels Airlines from Freetown, Sierra Leone, SN245. We arrived at the Rabbits International Airport at 7:50 this evening. So we move on now to departures from the Rabbits International Airport. Ethiopian Airline departs the Rabbits International Airport at 11:05 this morning for Addis Ababa, and the flight is ET942, followed by Air Peace flight P47536. Will depart the Rabbits International Airport for Freetown, Sierra Leone at 4:55. And lastly, for departures from the Rabbits International Airport, we have Brussels Airlines. Brussels Airlines flight SN245 will depart the Rabbits International Airport at 9:10 this evening. So that does it for the flight schedules. They are the Rabbits International Airport. And we want to flip now to the vehicular traffic movement along the various routes, especially in Monrovia and its environs. It is interesting this morning that I felt the pinch. Yes, I felt the pinch of the traffic this morning. I normally make my way as early as 6:30 to be here in time. But little did I know it was going to be as tough as it is on the Tuesday. The traffic, if you are still home and trying to make your way towards town from the Tottenham Boulevard side, I want to encourage you to brace yourself because the traffic congestion is so huge. It's huge. If I can emphasize this way, then you should know what it is. But it is interesting that our police officers are doing extremely well to curb this, to put this under control. So for those of you around the ELW area making your way, the traffic congestion will actually get engaging when you pass the Boulevard Junction, past the former President Taylor residence. Moving forward to the 540 area, it's going to be tense for you. Yes, it is tense right now as it relates to the traffic congestion. For those of you coming from Central Town heading towards that side, it is not much for you, but those that are heading from the Peaceville side towards town, it is kind of tough this morning. The traffic is huge. The traffic congestion is huge. But the police officers are doing extremely well, making sure to create detours and all that kind of stuff along the route. But we have something very, very, very shocking this morning, and we want to bring to the attention of the authorities of the PCC, the Painesville City Corporation, and that of the Liberian National Police. We understand that the roundabout is a place that is a no-go zone for parking. It's a no-go zone for selling. But let us be very, very emphatic here. Over the period of time I've observed, when you get around the ELW Junction area where you have the city biller, that area was actually earmarked for cars like between the city biller and that of the SDA school there. It was earmarked for drivers to put down passengers and take passengers. And we've realized, and we have come and verified this as well, that the officers of the Peaceville City Corporation and that of the Liberian National Police are creating a serious issue along that corridor. We understand that while it is good that we want to put things in order, let us not be selective in our approach. Let us not be selective in our approach of the implementation of rules and regulations or laws that are on the books. For some reasons, these officers from the Liberia National Police and that of the PCC, that's the Peace Facility Corporation, we actually get to arrest some individuals who we actually park along that route that is not designated, and they will allow some drivers to park along there to put down passengers and take passengers. Now, I for one, if I'm seeing you allowing another man to park there and take passengers, I would definitely want to venture in that line, because the rule states that no one is allowed to park there. But I see you police officers, PCC officers allowing people to park there. So it brings to mind that you have broken the rules. So there's no rule of engagement there. So do not be selective. The area that is designated for people to park and put down passengers and take passengers is right before the SDA school there. But we have come to realize that even at that point, the officers are still going after the drivers. They are still going after the drivers. It is wrong. It is creating tension. And I also want to say to officers of the Liberia National Police, we learned a lesson which was so saddening, but we must have learned from what happened these few days with the fallen officer, Briswell. Stop standing before cars. Stop standing before cars. When this person, you pull the person over and they don't want to adhere to it, you have your pen and your book. Take down the person license plate. Take down the person number. Stop standing in front of vehicles. It is not good. It endangers your life. It endangers your life, because at the end of the day, yes, today, Officer Briswell is dead and gone. That man who killed him is just going to be behind bars for a few months or few weeks or days, and he will be removed from that prison and become a free man. Your life is very important. I was in a vehicle this morning coming to work, and I saw the same old thing being exhibited by a police officer. He pulled the guy over for parking to where he shouldn't have parked. Yes, indeed. And this man is trying to get off the road so that he get to engage him with his lesson and all kind of stuff. The police officer still standing before the car while the car is in motion. Learn your lesson. Only fools don't change. The wise changeth. You continue to stand before cars and wanting the car to stop immediately, your life is not in a cage. You made yourself vulnerable. Stop doing these kinds of things. We should have learned our lesson from the passing of Officer Briswell. You have your pen and your notepad. Take down the license plate of that person and indicate their crime. That man is still in the traffic. No matter how long it takes, you will come across him and you can pull him over and level his charges against him. You can give him a ticket. Stop standing before cars. Stop standing before cars. Liberia National Police officers, stop standing before cars, especially moving vehicles. While it is true that we will frown at the drivers for their violation, we also want you to stop. We also want you to stop standing before these vehicles. It is not healthy for you. It is not safe for you. It is not healthy for you. it is not safe for you. With that being said, we also move on to our next point that has to do with the continuous face fight of civilians against officers, especially those who go to carry on arrests as it relates to power theft. You guys are not doing well for yourselves. That's why we caught on the last time we said that the legislators, sometimes our people, they fail to follow these kinds of conversation because it is not quote unquote something that will attract monetary gains for them, so they don't look in that direction. But it is something that is getting out of hand. We saw the last time when Nene got in a face fight with the police officer, wasting soup on the officer, and that case now is still in court. And we saw people turning that whole situation out of a religious quote-unquote issue, but fail to understand that power theft is a crime. Now, there are several videos trending on the social media seeing babies, I call that babies, young girls in their teens jacking police officers' uniform, getting in a face fight with officers. Now, the America or the Western world, we're always referring to for democracy and so forth. You dare get engaged with an officer in that unorthodox manner, like a parent will go to a body from there. Sometimes I would say to people, the too much leniency we have as it relates to bending the laws of the land have actually created a serious bravery for people or civilian or non-uniform individuals. You cannot engage an officer who's carrying the flag and seal of the Republic in that manner. In the first place, power theft is a crime. These officers are with the power theft team when the ADC people notice, or they come to realize that you are on power theft, is when they get the officers involved to carry on the arrest. The officers won't just arrest you without the LEC people saying, oh, this person is involved with power theft. And when you are engaged in power theft, the officers will politely ask you. The officers will politely ask you to join them in the vehicle or whatever. Since you know very well that the allegation leveled against you is false, at that moment, follow them to prove yourself non-guilty. But we saw several videos just in recent days where a teenager engaged in a face fight with a police officer, and another one, we see another between the age of 20-25 engaging in a face fight with police officers again, biting the officer as well. That's why some of the things, at times when we try to bend the law, or we try to at least, bring some quote unquote lay exercising of what we call familiarity in the process of implementation, it becomes a very serious issue. The bravery of citizens, non-uniform individuals getting engaged in a violent mood with people who are wearing uniform is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Let us stop engaging into a face fight with officers. We sat here the last time, we called on the education ministry. These are things, these are root causes. We called on the education ministry to actually reintroduce the teaching of civics in our schools. The reintroduction of teaching of civics in our schools will help to curb some of these menaces in our society. Our citizens are growing up without the knowledge of their roles and responsibilities as citizens. Likewise, the people who govern them are not even aware of the laws that are on the books for implementation. So if a citizen who knows the value of the flag and that of the seal and the uniform that man or that woman wears, he or she will dare not touch or get in a face fight with an officer. Tell me, for heaven's sake, if those two females knew what we call the civics right, if they knew the roles and responsibilities as citizens, the limitations, they wouldn't have gotten involved into a face fight with officers, going to the extent of jacking these officers up while they're in their uniform. Hell no. If that was the US and other European countries, even right in Africa here, your parents will be talking about your dead body. So now, this goes out to our legislators. Some of you, these are things that you need to take very serious and make your brakes on. But all you want is to engage yourself into some kind of politics that will not even be helpful for the people. We sat here the last time, we talked about the security of those who are in the service of security. Their lives are very important. The man cannot be insecure and be serving at the same time as a security. No. So you as lawmakers, this is where you need to create a bill. Take it to your colleagues. It's about time that we put into law, make this very strong, that anyone caught in a face fight with an officer, one who carries the seal and flag of the republic, this should be the punishment. Come up with a bill and lobby with your colleagues. But you're passing all around, you're causing free noise. So that tells us it's not about your personal aggrandizement. It's not about yourselves. You're not thinking about the safety of the people. You're not thinking about the rights and responsibilities. You're not even far-sighted of defending the flag and the seal. See what I guy did? Got in a fist fight with the officer and swinging, and he fell. You know what happened there? The flag was brought down in that moment. The flag and seal of the Republic of Liberia was being disgraced. But here is it. Even lawmakers, some of them don't even know the importance of the flag and seal. Oh yes, this is a reality. It's a very hard truth. They don't even know. Because if you know the oath of office that you take to defend the country, to defend the people. It all bothers within the seal and flag of the republic. There's nowhere that flag will be disrespected, and you as a lawmaker or enforcer of the law will sit there and allow it to happen. That's where you come in defense. When you say conscientiously, I stand in defense of my country and my people and the law of the Republic of Liberia, this is where the application is. It's not about you allotting money or benefits to yourselves. Respecting the flag and seal of the Republic is paramount. It's one of the focus. You cannot have our flag and seal being disgraced in that public manner, in that formal manner. Then we sit there and call ourselves lawmakers, we call ourselves enforcers. You should be enacting laws that will safeguard these people who are in defense of the country. You cannot have somebody who is frankly violating or then when they caught on the arrest, then they get in a face fight. Or because the officers are not strong to the extent, or they have that fear that they cannot engage you in our orthodox manner, and it becomes a problem for them. Dare you back in the days to get engaged with an officer, your parents will actually cry for you. But this is where we are. The people who should be providing the safe space and the environment for all of us to live amicably, they don't care. There must be a bill. Some of you now, you should take on this. Read between the lines. Get out of the necessary mechanism put in place to bring to the floor this bill that will actually penalize anyone who gets in a face fight with an officer. Someone who's wearing the flag and seal of the Republic. But you don't care. And I say to you, Honorable IG, this is something that is getting all of hand. While it is true that you are doing extremely well, making sure to get our police officers to align with the Uniform Code of Justice and all of those human rights issues, let us also state where the civilians' rights ends is where the officers' own begins. We cannot have our officers being disrespected, the country the flag and seal being brought to public disrepute. Then we sit there and allow our officers to go through all of those pains and agony, all because the fear of losing their jobs. They are family members. They are men and women. They have homes. We're going to have our officers vulnerable. And this started from the judgment that was rendered during the time of the situation with Nene and the officers. There were most of the citizens became brave. Most of these, even the females now, are more brave to get engaged in a face fight with officers. Nana going to court, it was that based on the fighting. She got engaged with the officer. No, it was based on the power theft. So that judgment that was rendered, it was necessarily not because of the face fight. No, it was based on the power theft because it is a crime. But where is the security of the officers who stand in line of duty to safeguard the same old people Where does their safety lie? They are vulnerable. Honorable Gregory Coleman, your officers are vulnerable. There's no strong law on the books right now to penalize anybody who violates the uniform. But there's a punishment, therefore, the officers, when they go wrong. This is unfair. And we must say this without mincing our words. It is unfair, Honorable Gregory Coleman. It is unfair. Why? It is true that the good things are done, and we hail you for that, but we want to emphatically state our officers are vulnerable when it comes to laws that protect them. This is one of the issues that you should be preferring to the legislators. The safety of the security officers. They are human too, man. Come on. For crying out loud. These are human. It is not a crime for them to get to join a force to work for their country. It is not a crime that they will wear the uniform and stand in defense of their country. It's not a crime. There must be laws on the book for their safety. Not just any kind of law, but strong laws that when anybody just dare get engaged in a fist fight with an officer, the punishment should be there. And before furthering, because we know in the same vein, we will have people, even who wear the uniform, will want to go the extreme. And that way, their own punishment, we will know very well that you will be punished for violating the Uniform Code of Justice. But our officers cannot be vulnerable in this form and manner, Honorable Gregory Coleman. Our officers cannot be vulnerable in this form and manner. They need that safety. They need the safety. And how can they be safe? By us getting stronger laws on the books. See that baby getting a fist fight with an officer. I mean, I call her a minor getting a fist fight with an officer. If you think that one knew she knew civics, she would get engaged with an officer in that form and manner. She would never have done that. Because the first thing that would run to her mind, he wears the flag of the Republic. He wears the seal of the Republic. I cannot engage him in that form and manner, regardless. What I can do, if I feel so disenchanted with his approach, I can report. That's why I'm also calling on you, on Gregory Coleman and your team. While it is true that the officers are looking, speak, inspiring these days, we admire their appearances, we also need these officers to be wearing their badges. It is from the badges we identify them when there's a crime carried out or there's a violation against human rights. The officers involved can be recognized by his badge number or her badge number. Our officers cannot be all in the streets without badge numbers. This is something that you need to work on. We see some officers with badges, while most of them do not have badges. That's why you see a lot of people impersonating around here. When the officers are well attired, where you see the officer with his badge number, he wears his badge, and when he gets involved into anything that is the first thing to identify the man, I look at his badge. And in that whole service, no other person do have that number. And I can report that. I say, officer, this, at this point in time was seen doing X, Y, and Z. And you look in your database, you see the system, you will get to track down that officer. But here is it. The man go to carry on arrest. He doesn't wear a badge. How can I identify him? Oh, he bred, he's slim. You know how many bred and slim people in the force? So if these officers are wearing badges, It would be very important for us, even the civilians. They put them in a safe space. Anybody can buy uniform and go and carry themselves as officers. But that badge, the number is assigned to an individual. Even when that person died, nobody else going to take that number. It's just like you go to the University of Liberia, you go to a school. Right now, at the University of Liberia, my ID number, nobody can take it. It belongs to me. Likewise, the number in the force. So each of these officers that carries the badge and the number, that person can be identified. So we want to say in this public manner, we want to call on you, Honorable Gregory Coleman, why it is true that you want the officers to be very modest in their approach. It is also good that we single out the disadvantages that is leveled against our officers. The officers feel unsafe. They are not safe because there's no law that backs them, that prevents civilians from getting in a face fight with them. We need laws on the book. Where are the lawmakers? We say laws maker, we say lawmakers. These are common things. These are things that are very important to the society. Take this one. Create a bill. Carry it to your colleagues. Your lobbyistic power can add this into law so that our officers feel safe while they are carrying on their duties. Some of us, we have law for the force, but how can we join the force when the force, there's no security for the people in uniform? There's no security for people in uniform. Anybody can just jump up and jack an officer up and get in a face fight. Whether they tear the uniform, they tear the flag, and we don't care. But when the officer put up a self-defense, it becomes a problem. That's what our society is like now. So the teaching of civics in our schools is very important. Let us reintroduce the teaching of civics in our schools. The information ministry, in line with the education ministry, this is another approach. The teaching of civics. Put up a campaign, awareness, the roles and responsibilities of the citizens in the society, the roles and responsibilities of officials in the society, the importance of the flag, the value of the national symbols. These are things that we should be preferring. These are things that we should be preferring. We can be sitting there and allowing these things to happen, and nothing has been done about that. So a hint or wise is quite sufficient. The one who has ears, let him hear. Let's go for our commercial commitment. When we come back, we get to talk about the purported pastor, Jensen Wallace, and his alleged murder crime. So let's get our commercial commitment to be read by. Don't go away. This is The Positive Show. My name is Rufus Divine Cunning.
Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49. Cat 4 router and $89 Cat 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial *355# and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Luncell MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
Okay, we are back and let's get to business this morning. It's good that we talk about these things. Know God for yourself, my people. Get to know God for yourself. So let's now listen to the wife of the late Mr. Jaine as she explains the ordeal surrounding her husband's death. So let's listen to Mrs. Jainen as she explains her husband's death situation.
Okay.
Yeah, he elder in the church, Jensen Wadi.
Okay.
Yeah, the man with the red t-shirt church. He the elder there.
So what happened?
Yeah, on Tuesday, he called my husband to get to him. And the man left. But since the man went, we've been calling the man, we can't get the man, we can't get the man, we can't get him. The Jensen Wadi, he not calling us, we're calling him, we can't get him. Yeah, we can't get Jensen Wadi. Up to 12. He called my daughter phone. I had my daughter came running. Mama Jensen called you. So I said, Jensen, send that money by 10 o'clock. You call Ire left the horse and went to you. Up to 9. We can't get Ire. What's going on? He said, get in the Jeep. We are going. I was scared that night. I called my grandson and said, get in the Jeep. We are going. But when we left the horse, when we got to the church, another Jeep came with windshield all tinted black. A Jeep stood out here, my daughter said, for an hour. But then in the parking lot, the boys that were there, they were asking, but what kind of Jeep here can't be one? They say, all that time we know that he didn't die. The Jeep pickup. But my daughter said the only belief she had that her father was in that Jeep that was parking here. Maybe they were looking for somewhere to lay him. And the Jeep went and stayed too long. He brought me back home. I said, Jensen, but then y'all go to the police in the estate and report the case. He tell me, say, what police are doing in the country here? Police will not do nothing. He said, oh, people, they came in the car, working from other areas. So, y'all forget about police station going business. But I'm going home.
Who are talking that one now?
Jensen was telling me that one. But I'm going home. I said, okay, almost.
Are you talking about, you said Tuesday, or September 30th? Because
yeah, Tuesday.
This week, Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay.
This week, Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes. And he left, he went home. When he went home, I went inside, it was 1 o'clock, now we got in.
Okay.
Rain coming, lightning, firing, we all scared in the house. The next morning, I got to a church, I met him there. Jensen, we can't get Ire, you go to Vera Hospital and police station to report a case here. And he's telling me, look at me, that he got vision, Ire in danger. So we should just pray. He will call redemption. He will call JFK.
Who are talking in now?
Jensen, why they telling me? You will call redemption, you will call JFK. I said the thing. We can sit home and be calling there. We got to go. So, pour in the GBA go. He's just on a phone, walking from the end to the end. From the end to the end. Now, master, I left. I went here, WA. I sent the other sister JFK. They said nobody was there. But when the girl was coming back from Muma, he called the girl, the body in JFK mall. All that time, at the radio station, EBS, reporting the case, he calling me, don't talk with anybody, come, don't talk with anybody, come. I said, but you went home, your phone in? I said, come. One come, everybody wildfire. He say, the body so. He said, you call mommy in. I said, but what are you calling me for? Let me go there, what are you calling me for? When I got there, he said, the man's brother shouldn't enter the room because of family talk. I said, but the man brother, you got to be with us. He said, no. So I said, okay, Papi, stay up. I went in, he said, Mommy, you know the thing? The family thing. Nobody should hear it because the place they told me that the body, they took the body from a motel. He went there with a girl, one bright girl. And the place they took the body from a carriage.
Is Jensen that telling that your husband?
That Jensen, yeah. Okay. Jensen said, rescue one told him that they took the body from from the motel.
Which motel? What the motel name?
They get it on, they say 5-star motel, shoe factory in there. Shoe factory. So when King and say Jensen, they think he's talking a lie. He sort of tell the police man a lie. Because say he been doing the name for small time. You never see in hotel people and he getting old, why carrying hotel? He sort of tell the man a lie. So He said lying, so the policeman lying too. I said yes, the policeman is lying. Yeah, go to AFK. He said you're not going to AFK with me.
Jensen Wallace said
you're not going to AFK. He just get a phone from behind the wall in front of her, from behind the wall in front of her. So myself, I put gas in the other car. That's how I went to AFK.
You are the one who called your husband to the place that your husband today. Your husband got missing.
Yes, Jensen Wallace. He the one called him Eric to photo him, and now we can't get Eric. I went to rescue one. I carry a picture. The body picture in rescue one on the phone. When you look at the picture, you say, yeah, that's the body I went for. That's the body I went for.
Can you show your husband picture to the public?
Go ahead, just go ahead.
Okay, I will get you the picture later on. Now when you here now,
go ahead.
You see it.
Folks, if you're watching,
yes,
we're having an interview with Elder Doyne's wife.
Help me.
Honorable.
Help me.
Yes.
So at JFK, what happens next?
At JFK, rescue one say I shouldn't see the body. I should go for family member. He told rescue one that if I reach out, they shouldn't show me the body. I got to call another man, another lawyer. What I know, I call him. He said, get the phone to him. He said, you know that the man left there, and he's telling you to go for family member before you see your husband. Let us see your husband. And they show the body to you. Don't touch it. Just look at him and leave. Now how they brought the body, leaking with blood, all his underwear bruised with blood all on him. They brought a trouser down. For the other hand, the right hand in a brief. He lying down. From blood all coming from his mouth. A shoe on his feet. A socks on him. The belt there. But the shirt he had on, the shirt was in there. One of the owner t-shirt was.
You say you have bruise all on him?
Yes.
Okay.
So rescue one, where you talk about it from? He said, you can't tell me they have reached Central. Someone went to Central, they came in another office and all the offices. He started asking me questions there, what the man need, whether he's suffering from sugar, whether he's suffering from patient pressure. I said, no, my husband, I didn't know anything about it like that. So they brought a team to go at JFK to see the body. All went to JFK with police. When they turn the body over, all on the arm group, the lady police get telling me that shock. So say you medical doctor, she's telling me that he been using cologne, that the cologne put those things there. When they turn him on his back, the bruise all on him. But he's still leaking up with blood from his mouth.
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood coming from him. I went to FK. So now hearing that Jensen Wale want to leave the country, and he went to the other sister house, 72nd. So I got to call people from 72nd to go to Madia house, so they might arrest her. But they went there with police, I think at Jakarta police station.
Who is the rescue one? You say one rescue one came for the body, told you about the body. Who is the rescue one? Where you saw him?
I saw him at JFK. Because, yeah, they said at Central, they call, and Central call, rescue one to go for the body.
Okay.
That the one rescue one was telling me.
So rescue one is a Florence team. The police.
Yeah,
one can pick the body.
She may not know. She may not know. But they need to identify. But can you identify the rescue if you see him with you?
A police officer.
And he was doing the cover up. He's trying to do the cover up.
He the one doing the cover up. I saw that they saw my husband.
Is your husband a person who been in the hotel or
no, nothing like that. You don't drink salt drink. You don't drink it. Say he let's see.
So now
how long you been with your husband?
How long you been with him?
Oh, since 1974 we got together.
Since 1974.
Yeah, we got together.
Say me, you people got children.
All the children, the big children there. I think he saw one.
So who is Jensen actually to your family?
Jensen,
do you know Jensen?
I know Jensen. Jensen is my brother from Pa. Jensen was walking child when the man brought Jensen to his wife.
Okay.
Say I want for Jensen to grow up, sir. So yeah, he come in the house to grow up with the other children. That had Jensen came in the family.
Okay.
Yes. And we don't want Jensen know. He really know a family from Mansa.
So me for as a sister, you and he been together.
We been together for now. He been with me. He was living with me.
So he took his own brother-in-law allegedly and carried his.
Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49 Cat 4 router and $89 Cat 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial *355# and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Luncell MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
Missing.
Missing.
And his brother-in-law was found dead.
Dead.
Blood gushing from his mouth.
Why you want government to do? What do you want?
I want for the government to rather push a case here.
You want justice?
I want justice. I want justice. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Oh, I got to my rescue. I got to my rescue. Oh.
Since the thing happened, why Jesse been telling you? Why have he told you?
We should go tell about it from JFK and carry it
to go bury.
No, to another funeral, to the funeral home.
He wanted the body to leave from them.
Yeah.
Who giving that idea now?
I don't know. He called me, mommy, the body, it was that shameful thing. They said, man, in hotel, say, I beg you, you go get the body from the hotel quick. We shouldn't tell anybody and carry it to funeral home. I say it's a damn lie.
Have you no Johnson to be into ritual left? You know
so she cannot speak to that. I think so she can speak to that now. So my question to you is, since your husband got missing, and he is telling you that you should take the body off and go and bury it, and all of you, why you really want the government to do, the police and national government who watching you now, international people are viewing you, and all of you, why you really want us, the government and Liberians, to do in regards to this and
appealing to the government to go into this case and tell me who killed my husband. Jensen took my
husband. How many years old?
He's 62 years.
62 years old, man.
Yeah. So that's the account of the wife of the late Mr. Jaine. So let's now also get the account of the son of Mr. Jaine. He spoke to the schools of journalists on yesterday. Let's get the account of Mr. Jaine Jr.
I'm gonna go in that community to pick up a dead body. Now, on the same night of September 30, late in the night, there was a jeep that came at the premises of the late Dwayne and rotated for a few hours, and then that jeep apparently wanted to drop a body. But because some residents in the community, they were still awake at that hour, and the jeep left. It was the same hour, the same time that the body was deposited at JFK. There is a police officer at JFK, his name is Rescue 1. A rescue was contacted as to whether
people asking.
Yeah, as to whether a body was taken by rescue at Central because at JFK, because they are the one that pick up and unknowing dead bodies with emergency team. So rescue said yes, a body was picked up from there. He said, can you send out the picture? Can you describe the person? Rescue said the person is an able man and he's very hairy. Can you send a picture? He said yes, and he sent a picture on our uncle phone. In person of Mr. Johnny Dwayne, Deputy Commissioner for Police at Central. And he said yes, it is confirmed this is my brother. And then we went there and we saw the body. Now, they said the papa entered the hotel 7 minutes after 2 in the afternoon. And the workers at the church said the papa left the site 2:30. That is a 23-minute contradiction. 23-minute contradiction. Now, rescue now has to be questioned. Who gave him the body? Where did he pick up the body? Now, who called him for the body? When our mother started to go check all around, the pastor in question, the prime suspect, Jensen Wallace, he's trying to prevent our mother from going from hospital to hospital, from radio station to radio station, trying to are so suspicious. In fact, he had a Nissan petrol car. Why didn't he facilitate the process of transporting our mother from here and there to make a thorough search of our father's body? But instead, pretended suspiciously by playing with a phone and sitting in a car comfortably, which of course the family are not satisfied. At JFK, as we reviewed the body, he was having a lot of bruises on him, with a lot of scratches on his head. His underwear was blooded up. And as we speak currently, since the 30th of September, there is a severe bleeding within his body.
Internal bleeding.
Internal bleeding. And those that are carrying on the forensic examination, taking pictures, as we start to question them, they said it was a shock that caused the death. How would this shock cause almost 1 week bleeding in your ear, in your nose, all over part of the body, and there are some bruises on his back?
So can shock cause bruises on human being body?
That has to do with those who have the investigation. During the
do you suspect Soneke? You Soneke into this criminal act?
I suspect 100% a foul play into this act.
And it's a huge Soneke.
It's very huge and it's on an increase. And Jensen Wallace needs to be arrested.
Who Jensen Wallace are you talking about?
He's a so-called brother to our late father Webb. He is the pastor of the pastor of the Walking with God ministry.
The red shirt man.
He always said, I am wearing a very nice red shirt. What is under the red shirt is what affecting our generation today.
A blood under the red shirt.
Not just blood, but an ochre blood. Yes, sir. An ochre blood. Jensen Wallace, his chest got burned down a few years ago because of rape.
You see, he rather want to make a recount back into the religious war by killing people and using blood.
He want to reawaken the occult spirit on his altar. He want to reawaken that.
So he have to allegedly get his brother-in-law sacrifice.
That's why, because that is the only person that is close to him. He knows the brother-in-law. Few years ago, he bought a 4-runner Jeep and gave it to the brother-in-law.
They see Jensen Wallace.
They see very unscrupulous Jensen Wallace.
Making a brother-in-law to trust him.
Even deeper trust. As we speak.
How long they been together? How long he been known?
Oh, close to 15 years. In fact, up to the time he began to go beyond his sister, which is the wife. That's the time he got to know him.
Do you describe this man as being very dangerous?
Not just dangerous, but
he's evil.
He's occult and he's evil, and his behavior is seen very ritualistic.
Why you want the government to do?
Well, these are things that I want for the Labrador national government to do.
Speak to the Ministry of Justice first.
In order to conduct a comprehensive investigation concerning Mr. Ireke Dwayne's death, the following things have to be done immediately. Number one, Jensen Wallace, who is a prime suspect, needs to be arrested and turned over to the Labrador National Police. Number two, the video recording of the CCTV camera in the hotel should be reported to the Labrador National Police and to the family for viewing in order to establish a true investigation as to whether Mr. Ireke Dwayne entered the hotel or not. Number three, Jensen Wallace and the late Ireke Dwayne phone call logs needs to be requested from the GSM companies by the authority of the Labrador National Police. Number four, the family of the Dwayne are requesting an autopsy needs to be done on the dead body of the late Mr. Ireke Dwayne. Number five, if for any reason the hotel manager was paid to bear false witness, he or she needs to be arrested for bearing false witness and prolonging the case and thereby falsely participating in the death of Mr. Iweke Dwayne.
So all these suspects should be forwarded to court. Charged and forwarded to court.
And before the court, Mr. Jason Wiley has to be detained in police custody.
But the speculation. But the law saying, I already implied the law saying within 24 hours, a prime suspect should be forwarded to court.
Yeah.
If he has spent more than 24 hours in police custody, it's dangerous that the police could relieve him or let him go. So I think it's about now that you push the police in line with the Ministry of Justice and the Labor Penal Code that he could be forwarded to court for public prosecution.
Few days ago, we went in the office of the RG in honor of Biako Common, and we also went in the office of 102. My uncle and I, Mr. Johnny K. Dwayne, who is the Deputy Commissioner for Police at Central, and we gave the complaint, and we are still expecting them to do something positively. As we speak, Jason Wade was chased and arrested at the 72nd community. Right now, he is at the Zuna, therefore in Relet. And we expect the police to hold him and turn him over to the immediate authority for investigation.
Do you think justice will prevail in this case?
Justice will prevail 100%.
Are you sure?
Justice will prevail 100%. The death of our father cannot be undone. We have rising generation coming up. He needs our support. Jesse Wade cannot kill our father and go scot-free. Jesse Wade cannot kill our father and go scot-free. The awkward behavior and Rescue Act will not go in vain. It will not go in vain. We need justice. We need justice. And any attempt for the case to be compromised, they will find it on the other side of the Dwayne family.
So that's the ordeal there from the family. Earlier on, you listened to the wife of the late Mr. Dwayne, and followed by the son. So here we are with the issue. Jensen Wallace. Who is Jensen Wallace? Jensen Wallace is one of the popular quote-unquote pastors we have around here. His ministry is Walking with God Ministry there in the New Georgia area around the Sambo. Jensen Wallace, few months ago, Jensen Wallace was in a rape case. Allegedly, he and his usher, he was alleged of raping his usher. In the same vein, Jensen Wallace's church burned down to ashes. Now, Jensen Wallace again is in the web, not for the right reasons, but the wrong reason. He's been alleged of being connected to the murder of his brother-in-law, who is said to be the elder within his church, the church of Jensen Wallace. You listen to the story. The wife said Jensen Wallace was a boy when he was handed over to her and that of her husband, now the deceased, to be taken care of. Jensen grew up in their hands under their supervision until he became man. So the personal relationship with Jensen Wallace and the late Mr. Jaine is not just an ordinary one. He served in Jensen Wallace Church as an adult, and they said they had this cordiality, yes. Only for Jensen to have called him to go and work to the church because the church got burned. So the old man was called, quote unquote, to go and work at the church because they are building the church since it got burned. Since he returned from his rape case, The church got burned, and Jensen have been calling the woman to go and work and stuff like that. And you listen to it. Now, the family are calling on the Justice Ministry, the Liberian National Police, to actually get engaged with this process. They need justice. And my own concern here has to do with Rescue One. Rescue One should be telling the family, or should be telling those responsible for the case now, when did he get a call concerning this body? Where did he go to pick the body from? If he did not go to pick the body, where or who called him that they had a body that was taken to JFK? Who were those that brought the body to JFK under his supervision? There are a lot more. Now, let's understand this. This has a serious issue when it comes to investigation. Rescue One is also connected to provide rich evidences that leads to the investigation, because according to the information, Rescue One received a call concerning a body, quote unquote. Which one of the hotels did he go to get the body from? Who was the person who called him, Rescue One, to go and get the body? Or who brought the body from the hotel to JFK under his supervision? This is the biggest question. Rescue One needs to provide these evidences. And the hotel for which the late Drainer went to, if there's a CC camera, the footages need to be provided. When did, if even, for instance, if there's no CC camera, you have a log at the hotel. When did Mr. Jainem go to the hotel? At what time he got at the hotel? Who accompanied him at the hotel? Was there somebody waiting for him, or when he went there before he caught somebody there? These are critical questions that needs answer. So now it's in the news. Jensen Wade again is being accused. For those of you who don't know, the Jensen Wade he's one of those pastors around here who, when he's on air, he had his own radio station as well. I'm the pastor with the red t-shirt. When you get to New Jersey, the sambo, the owner pastor of the very nice red t-shirt. That's the Jensen Wade we're talking about. Nikki Bestman, thank you so much for joining us. Nikki Bestman writes, "Good morning, my brother. My sister lost her, her son father in Ghana, and I'm really feeling." Yes, man. My deepest condolences, Nikki. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I reached out to her on yesterday. Thank you so much for joining us, Nikki Bestman. Rachel Godwin, in everything writes, "Keep up the good work." Thank you so much, Rachel. We appreciate your participation this morning. Samson Jason Gaje writes, "Good morning, Uncle Rufus. Thank you so much for the work. Thank you so much for joining us as well, Samson." John Kessett is following from Torch Kitsinka. Thank you so much, John, for joining us. So Jensen Wallace is the pastor who wears a very red, nice t-shirt, very nice red t-shirt, as he used to say on his airwaves, on his radio program. So Jensen Wallace now in the news again for the wrong reason. This time around, he's not wearing a very nice red t-shirt, but it's been alleged that Jensen Wallace is connected to a murder crime of the late Mr. Jaine. So the family is calling for justice. If you are listening and wanting to weigh in, initially we got on the topic. We talked about the issue that has to do with civilian getting in face fight with officers. We also call on the IG of the Liberian National Police and our legislators to come up with a law that we actually safeguard our officers in discharge of their duties. Yes. I also witnessed on the social media the power theft supervisor, one of the supervisors of the power theft, had a serious injury in the Jakarta area, around the Ninzo area, where a man believed to be associated with former LDA boss, A.B. Kroma, got in a face fight with the power theft team, and he injured one of the team's members. So all these things, they are very critical. What can be done? What's your recommendation? Coming to the murder case of the late Mr. Giant, Rescue One is the center of the discussion now. Rescue One represents the Liberian National Police. You know, he's part of the forensic team whenever there's an accident, whenever there's a death situation, and he's the one who is assigned there at JFK. He's been called upon to go on the scene to carry on the first appearance of the security sector and all the stuff. So Rescue One now needs to come up and speak to the issue that has to do with his connection to this body, how the body got into his domain, who gave him a call concerning this body, and those are things that we need to know. So 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are numbers to call. So these are the two major things that we talked this morning, and we want you to weigh in on the program this morning. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073. Jensen Wireless is now in the news again for the wrong reason. The man, the pastor with a very nice red t-shirt is now in the news for alleged murder. He was in the news few months ago for rape against one of his ushers. Now he's in the news again for murder, alleged murder. So let's get to hear you. What do you know about Jensen Wireless? What do you know about this situation? Let's hear. You can talk on either of the issues. The Jensen Wireless alleged murder situation and that of the continuous engagement into fight with officers by surveillance. So let's get to talk about these things. They all matters. Let's go for our final commercial commitment while we await your calls. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1.
King Original. And then they see me, they wonder. Momo now we say again. They all I want your mole cheese. And then payment you made using your Momo, my dad, you just for the win. You and your points, but now your meaning on data letting and rain. So go tell all your friends, tell them, I eat Momo we stand, tell them. Momo carry 12% to Dubai. Why you waiting for to use a mobile? To go Dubai, you pay no fever. Everything on the trade by a free bar. Momo carry 12% to Dubai. Why you waiting for to use a mobile? To go Dubai, you pay no fever. Everything on the trade by a free bar. Momo we say what's Momo we say what's Momo we say what's Momo we say what's They now we say I say Momo now we say what's They now say what's
Hey, attention! All Luster Cell MTN subscribers. Listen, Liberia's biggest promotion, Momo Wese Wasa, is back. And this time, we are flying you straight to Dubai. Just die, star 156 hash, and do any mobile money transaction. Send money, buy airtime or data, pay bills, cash out, take loan, and stand a chance to win amazing prizes, baby. We're talking about prizes you still there making fun, and then so, amen, win prizes like cash, bags of rice, TVs, motorbikes, keke, generator, microwave, ice box, and more. And for the grand prize, 12 lucky winners will enjoy an all-expense paid trip to Dubai. Yes, plane ticket, pocket change, hotel, jolly, oh, everything covered, baby. Every transaction earns you points you can use to get enough minutes to call or data and automatically enters you into the weekly job, baby girl. So, what are you waiting for? Get your passport ready. It's Momo Wese Wasa Dubai edition, baby. Die star 156 hash nana and start transacting. You know I got tempo. The more you momo, the closer you are to Dubai. I can't wait to see myself in Dubai, in Jamaica, baby. But remember, terms and conditions apply.
Momo carry 12% to Dubai. What you waiting for to use a mobile?
MTN.
Momo now we say again. You all want your mole cheese.
My people, I get good news, so enjoy the lowest cash out fees in Liberia with MTN mobile money. Only 2% fee will be charged on any transaction, whether big or small. Cash out today for just small from any of our 25,000 agents across Liberia. No one will grow on your feet for your own money business. MTN Momo makes it easy, fast, and secure just for you. Dial star 156 hash or download the MTN Momo app today to cash out with MTN Momo for just 2% fees. Fast, easy, and secure.
Momo now we say again. You all want your mole cheese.
MTN.
Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49 Cat 4 router and $89 Cat 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial star 355 hash and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Lusa Cell MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
Before the sunrise.
Car Renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Painesville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Car Renters, your affordable ride just for you. Are you looking for that perfect live band to make your event unforgettable? Look no further than Shatter Live Band Service. With our exceptional music talent and cultivating performances, Shatter Live Band will bring the magic to your special occasion. Shatter Live Band, the heartbeat of your event, bringing joy and rhythm, making memories heaven sent. From wedding to parties, they will set the stage on fire. Shatter Live Band, your ultimate desire. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or private party, Shatter Live Band Service is the answer. Our diverse repertoire and energetic performances will keep your guests dancing all night long. Don't settle for ordinary when you have the extraordinary with Shatter Live Band Service. Contact Shatter Live Band Service today on 0881 248401 and let the music speak for itself. With Shatter Live Band Service, where every note tells a story.
When the lion in the town, them more shepherd dog intend to go.
It's a dawn of a new day in broadcasting, and I have got news for you, radio and television stations owners and managers. Expert Communications Consultant is here to solve your equipment installation and purchasing needs. At Expert Communication Consultant, we are the premier source for professional radio and television installation. Contact us today for the following services. We build, install, and do servicing on towers from start to finish. We do a full installation of radio and television equipment. We soundproof and brand radio and television studios of all kinds. We do repairs on radio and television equipment. We do order radio and television equipment as well as spare parts from Italy. The biggest news is we have state-of-the-art solar broadcasting system that uses solar power. So look no further for your communication perfection. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. We are located on 10th Street in Cinco, Monrovia, right in the technology building. We can be contacted on 231-886-462632 or 231-770-462632 or email us at owusup33@yahoo.com. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. Are you looking for a getaway that combines the beauty of nature with luxurious accommodations? Look no further than Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kokata Highway, where dreams come true from rolling hills to sparkling streams. Woki Farms, it's traveler's dream. We offer a unique experience for all with a 20% discount on all of our services. We are open every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let's not forget about the food at Woki Farms. We pride ourselves on our farm-to-table dining experience. Enjoy delicious meals made from fresh, locally and internationally sourced ingredients. There's no time to waste. Explore our farm where you can get up close and personal with friendly animals. A place with breathtaking views. You will leave your worries behind. From